Tequila. No.
This is the new theme song for Eagles.
You guys are no. You guys. Tequila.
Hey! Tequila.
Welcome back to New Heights.
Yeah, baby.
Show that is presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment and still brought to you by our friends at Fireball. The pound for pound, undisputed #1 shot in America. As you all know, that cinnamon delight goes down so smooth. We are your hosts.
Cinnamon
I'm Travis
shot.
Kelsey. This is my big bro, Jason Kelsey, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, University of Cincinnati alum. Howdy there. New episodes come to you just about every single Wednesday, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes they'll just come to you on like a Tuesday or Thursday, but we'll make sure we get all that news to you. This week is coming to you on a Wednesday. Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show with 1 S. That's at New Heights Show with 1 S. Jason, tell me what we got coming up.
Got an incredible show, Trav. As we all know, free agency is up and running. Well, not technically. It will be by tomorrow when deals start to become official. Right now, we're still in the tampering period. And, it's pretty crazy. Deals are happening left and right. We're trying to do this lead-in to the Nick Sirianni episode we got launching right now.
Nick Sirianni?
Yeah, that's right.
Head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. We talked to him. We left the house. We sat down in Indianapolis at the Combine, and we talked to Nick Sirianni, and that's coming to you in this episode.
Oh, man.
But first, we're going to get to all the news that's happening around the league. Lots of guys, lots of big names signing, friends of ours going, new friends coming. I guess we got to talk about me deciding to play another year.
You're playing?
Yeah.
When did you?
So, anyways, we're going to touch on all that. So I hope you guys are in store for an outstanding episode. We're looking forward to giving it to you. And as always, thanks for supporting. But first, always, new news.
New news coming
There
at
it
you
is.
hot.
We are back to top 5 in sports podcasts on Apple and Spotify. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. And the 92%ers are not disappointing. It's fun to be back out here doing these podcasts. It's fun to keep talking with my brother. And Trav, you want to hit him up with the new merch?
New merch, baby. We got some new merch. We talked to you guys last week about the Homage launching Stamp of the Week and No Dumb Questions. I have those shirts in hand as we speak. Ooh, that's a nice blue. And this is like almost like a Seattle blue and green right there.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Ooh, that's the stamp right there if I've ever seen it. And then we got a little No Dumb Questions, just
Dumb people.
Just dumb people. You already know.
Give me
Gotta
that shirt
love
right
that.
now.
I know, right? I feel real dumb
money,
right
Homage.
now.
Take my money.
Yeah, please visit homage.com/New Heights to check those out. And all the other fun shirts that Homage is brought to life, man. I know my favorite's still that Big Eddie, man.
Ooh.
I love that Big Yeti. Yeah, I don't want to see the Yeti. It has come to our attention that we have some non-sanctioned merch out there that we are not mad at. We're not mad at. Yeah. You guys are pretty clever. On our Reddit page, on the New Heights Reddit page, Always with the Opinion, came to us with a T-shirt that says Jason in the streets and Travis in the sheets. Oh. All right now.
I think it's clear what the shirt means, Travis in the sheets. I think that's clear.
You think that's clear?
What I'm curious about is what is Jason in the, like, what do they want me in the streets?
Which streets is we talking about?
Which streets are we, yeah. It's not good to be in the streets. You get hit by a car. Are we like...
Nah, man.
Is this a busy street
elusive.
or
You're too elusive. You got too much awareness for that. You got too much awareness for that. Block parties, bangers. I haven't had a block party forever, man. That'd be a banger.
I don't really like to leave my house, so I don't know if you're going to catch me in the streets.
That's what I'm saying. It might be the other way around. You got 3 baby girls. You got kids. You be in them sheets.
I do.
You be in them sheets.
I think this is like more of like a desirable thing. I think that's what the shirt is going at.
Like they want to see you in the streets more.
I really just think that they needed to put me in the shirt, and they figured out a rhyme, and it's a shirt about having Travis in the sheets. That's what the shirt's about.
Hey,
it's
man.
not even. And then you slap a New Heights logo on it, and
the position tight end, man. It's all fitting. But I'm out here in the streets, dog. I'm outside.
You're out in the streets. You're in the streets and
I am
in
outside.
the sheets.
All right. I'll tell you what. It better be like a cold. If I'm going to be in the sheets, it better be like the room temp's got to be like 55. If I'm being in some sheets, because I'm going to get way too hot, and then that's just not going to be a situation anybody wants to be a part of.
Yeah, nobody wants to be too hot. It's just sweaty Yeti comes out.
You set the temp on 50. Where do you set the temp?
In my house. I did not set the house at 50.
What did you set?
I do set it.
You have kids, so you can't, I guess.
I know. Unfortunately, Kylie doesn't. She thinks that kids need to be like warm or something like that. I don't think that's true. But
that's how they
if it
grow.
were up to me, it'd be a breezy 65 all day. That's where the house would be.
A
at.
breezy 65. Nice.
Yeah, it'd be windows open 65. Probably terrible energy efficiency, but Yeah, Jason in the. It really should be Travis in the streets, Travis in the sheets, Jason in the seats. Because I'm sitting and I'm watching TV or
that's pretty good.
Whatever.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to everybody, all the 92%ers on our Reddit page and some of the non-sanctioned merch that we appreciate. So keep coming up with the clever stuff, and I'm sure our team won't tell you can't do that.
Yeah.
So
hey,
yeah,
we're not a big cease and desist. We're not a big cease and desist crew. We encourage creativity. We encourage artists. And speaking of creativity, we got a fan mention of the week right now. Comment of the week. Awesome comment on the YouTube video from earlier this week from the Daniel Jeremiah episode. This one is coming at you from Sarah Kaplan, who said, Jason, can you please sort NFL players into Hogwarts houses? And I love this. And I think we're going to do it right now. Trav, are you aware? Can you name the different Hogwarts houses?
Yeah. One is
Don't read it. Pick your eyes up.
One is
do not read it.
Is Hogwarts not a house? I thought Hogwarts was a house.
Hogwarts is the school.
Oh,
okay.
Well, there you go.
No, that's good. I mean, that's a good starting point. So then which house is Harry Potter in?
Harry Potter's in the magic house. He's got the wand and he does the magic.
Oh gosh, this is good.
How far off am I?
You're not even in the ballpark, but you're in the school.
What?
You're in the school.
So what school does he go to?
He goes to Hogwarts. But you remember? Yeah, you know how at Cleveland Heights they had that small schools initiative.
Small schools,
and there were small schools within the big school. That's kind of the way Hogwarts is. There's 4 different houses that are within Hogwarts. You have Gryffindor, you have Hufflepuff, you have Ravenclaw, and you have Slytherin. Okay, and I don't know how the actual determination of which house you get into goes, but to me it gets down to Gryffindor is like good people with ambition, good people that are trying to fight for goodness. Then you have Slytherin, which is bad people with ambition. Okay, which is it's bad people that are excited about being bad. And then you got Ravenclaw, which is that's really smart people. That's the AP class, AP house. And then you got Hufflepuff, which I think that's just all the leftover kids go to Hufflepuff. So
all the misfits. I
think it's just people with no ambition go to Hufflepuff. That's how I do it.
So we got just out here kicking it.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're good people, but they're Hufflepuffs.
This segment just got so much fucking fun. All right, so do you want to go down the list of players?
You just start throwing names at me. Let's see how it happens.
Jason Kelsey. Where's Jason Kelsey?
I mean, I'm going to put myself in Gryffindor. Come on, baby.
What? You can't just put yourself in the best house. That's where Harry was?
Harry, Ron, Hermione. All of them.
Right on. Do I get in Gryffindor?
I'd put you in Gryffindor. You're in Gryffindor for sure.
I feel like if you're not in Gryffindor, you kind of...
Ravenclaw. I mean, Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are very respectable houses, but Gryffindor is
Jalen Hurts.
Gryffindor.
We can't put everyone in Gryffindor, Jason.
I mean, if you're going to throw Jalen Hurts at me, I'm putting him in Gryffindor.
All right. Chris Long.
Chris Long, Gryffindor.
Everybody's a Gryffindor.
You're asking me all my friends.
NFL players?
all of my friends.
Who doesn't Jason know? Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Smart.
Okay. All right. What about Patty Mahomes?
Patty Mahomes, man, I want to throw him in Slytherin because he just whooped our ass in the Super Bowl. But I got to say, I do think Patty Mahomes is a Gryffindor guy.
He doesn't get excited about, yeah.
I think he's a good guy with ambition, so I'm going Gryffindor.
All right. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, my gosh. Don't throw this out right now. That's too newsy. There's too much going on with Aaron.
Ever since he's got like the long hair though, like the John Wick look, it's kind of gave him a little cloud. Like he's kind of like like he's
Aaron's
excited about.
I don't want to comment
being
on
the
Aaron.
enemy.
I'm leaving Aaron off. I'm deferring on Aaron.
That's not a part of this segment. You have to say the house.
Slytherin. He's in Slytherin.
Wow,
Okay?
he said it.
Fucking goddamn it.
I don't even know what Slytherin is. All right.
It's all right.
Since we're on the Slytherin train, what about Joey Burrow?
Joey Burrow?
Yeah.
Man.
Do you know enough
Ohio
about him?
guy. Yeah, I mean, so he's an Ohio guy. He kind of has this, like, very charismatic way to him. I mean, if you're asking quarterbacks are going Gryffindor or Slytherin all day, and I'm going to put Burrow in Gryffindor. For you, he's probably in Slytherin. To Chiefs fans, he's a Slytherin guy.
You already know.
Burrowhead?
Respected.
Man, dude.
Very respected.
You got a whole stadium named after you.
That's crazy, man. Brandon Graham.
Gryffindor. Stop asking me my team.
What?
Ask me
Brandon Graham is 1,000% Slytherin.
No, he's not a Slytherin guy.
What?
No.
How much shit he talks? All right. What about Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson, man. God, he was in Gryffindor forever, and then I think he's in Slytherin now. I think he's in Slytherin.
Slytherin? I was thinking he was like a Hufflepuff. Like he's.
I mean, he's yeah. You know what? I'll do that. I'll go Hufflepuff. No, if you're quarterback, you got to be Gryffindor or
I don't
Slytherin.
even know what I'm talking about.
I'm going Slytherin.
You're going Slytherin? All right. Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. Slytherin.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Got
Slytherin?
videos of porn. Yeah, I mean, he's got like videos of porn stars going out to restaurants and stuff like that.
Easy. It doesn't make you a bad guy.
It doesn't make you a bad person, but it's a Slytherin move. It's not a Gryffindor move. If you're quarterback, you're either Gryffindor or Slytherin.
You put Kirk Cousins in Ravenclaw.
He's an outlier.
Outlier?
Yeah. Ask me a coach.
Ooh. Bill Belichick.
Oh, Slytherin all day.
Slytherin?
Slytherin all day. Yeah. Super talented, very intelligent, but like Slytherin.
What about Derek the King Henry?
Derrick Henry?
Yes.
Man, that's a Gryffindor guy right there.
Gryffindor, right? But he's kind of got that. He's got that.
I'm going Gryffindor and Derrick Henry.
All right. Ndamukong Suh.
Oh, Slytherin. I just played with him. Great guy.
Great guy, but he's
great guy.
He's Slytherin?
Slytherin.
All right.
He's because you got good people within Slytherin, but there's like a certain mentality that Slytherin comes with, and it's like this, like it's a defensive mentality. I'm gonna, yeah.
Dude, you have that mentality.
I know.
You might be Slytherin.
I could be Slytherin. Dude. I could definitely be Slytherin. There's 100%. If I wasn't so good, I'd be in Slytherin. I fit a lot of the qualities. I'm a team guy. Well, team guy. Slytherin's team too. Death Eaters are a big team.
What about a guy like Tony Romo? What was Tony?
Tony Romo, Slytherin. I mean, anybody on the Cowboys is Slytherin. If you play for the Eagles, if you play for the Cowboys, you're Slytherin.
This is turned into just whoever's your like enemy is Slytherin.
I mean, that's essentially what the book is.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
what about Jerry Jones?
Shout out
Jerry
to Severus Snape.
So is Jerry Jones like?
Jones,
is he like the head of Slytherin? Who's the head of Slytherin?
Lord
Who's
Voldemort.
the head of
Tom Riddle? Tom Riddle's the head of.
No.
Tom Riddle is Lord Voldemort, one and the same. Jerry Jones is for sure Slytherin. He's Lord Voldemort. He's probably got Horcruxes scattered all through the United States. Jason Garrett being one of them.
I don't even know what a Horcrux is.
Am I speaking like a different language to you right now? Do you even understand this?
Dude, all this is way over my head. What's a Horcrux?
Well, a Horcrux is when somebody separates their soul and they put their soul into another object or person. You see what I'm saying? You see where we're going in this? It makes sense now, right?
Yo. That is fucking hilarious.
Now, right? It makes
Dude,
sense, right?
I'm talking about one way over my head. Dude, that's pretty fucking good right there.
I think that's enough. I think we've covered a good amount of what Sarah was kind of asking us to do. If you guys have any other people to add to certain houses, or if you disagree or agree with me, I'd love talking anything Harry Potter universe. So, yeah.
Oh man, only thing I know about Harry Potter is that Disney has a really good roller coaster.
Yeah, it's not even in Disney.
Really good.
It's,
really
Harry Potter
good.
is part of Universal Studios. It's not part of Disney World.
They're
both in Orlando.
It's not all called Disney World. All right. I think we stalled long enough, but we are moving on to 10 or 12 or kind of in that realm-ish bold topics where we recap this week. We're going to recap NFL free agency so far. And let's start with all the free agency news in the football world. And we all have been waiting for Jason Kelce to tell everybody exactly what he's doing for next year. And I think you owe it to your team. I think you owe it to your teammates to make this decision right here, right now, so that they know what they have to do in free agency coming up.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I have to tell. What about free agency?
You have to break the news here on New Heights.
Travis, I announced I was playing another year yesterday. What are you talking about?
What? You're playing? This is the biggest news of the week. Who cares about Aaron Rodgers when you got Jason Kelce coming back for another year? Woo!
Did you?
This is electric.
Do you still think you're on Saturday Night Live?
I'm so fucking pumped. I am so pumped.
A professional actor right now.
All right, you called my bluff. Everybody knows you're coming back. You tweeted out, I have put much thought into whether it makes sense to play another season after talking it over with my wife and many other friends and family. You didn't ask me what I thought, but I'll keep going.
I didn't.
I have decided to return for another year. Thank you to all my supporters and detractors. That was a long one. I never even heard of that. For fueling me. I ain't fucking done yet. With an exclamation point. I love it, man. You fired up the entire football world. ESPN was tweeting it. NFL was tweeting it. Everybody was on top of it, man. Biggest news of the offseason. Congrats, brother. Way to make a splash. Way to make a cannonball splash. You were more of a can opener guy. You were more of a can opener guy.
I had a good can opener back in the Forest Hills Park, or Cane Park.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no pool like Forest Hills.
Cumberland.
That's right.
I didn't retire again. That's pretty much the news. I'm still playing football. I wish it wasn't news, to be honest with you. It's just something that I really think I go back and forth on, and I think it's important to actually think about this seriously because, as you know, Trav, there's a lot that goes into playing a season. It's not just the physical part; it's the mental part. It's everything that it encumbers, and I try to think about it as hard as I can. Obviously, playing in the Super Bowl. There's a little bit less time to think about it than I normally have. Mm-hmm. But it was important to make a decision before free agency started, or at least let the Eagles before free agency started know, that I was confident in coming back another year. Obviously there's money to be spent, there's deals to be made, and I want to make sure that Philadelphia has, a full. I want to make sure that they're in the best position possible because. Obviously, I'm coming back because I want to win. Obviously, I'm coming back because Jalen Hurts is there. We have a lot of good people around the building, and I feel really confident in our coaches and team. So
the fun time to be an Eagle, man. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Selflessness. He wants to make sure that the Eagles have the best opportunity, but also,
I want to
You
play.
got to make that
again.
bread. You got to make that bread,
Well,
and
the bread's good. I'm not gonna lie, the bread's good, but I got a lot of bread already in the basket. This is just this is like unlimited bread at this point, like unlimited breadsticks over at
Mr. Unlimited.
I shouldn't say that. That's a good way to go broke, is thinking of your money like that. Listen, I think after thinking about it a lot with Kylie, the biggest thing, and I think she said it really well. If you're still like thinking about this and you're going back and forth, and you're wondering, if you have any doubt that you're going to regret playing, you should keep playing, because clearly that's what I want to do. My body's banged up from the season. I just got done with a really long one. So right now it's hard to imagine doing it again. Once a full off season gets underway, once I have a chance to recover and work myself back up to being in the best shape possible, I think it became clear when she kind of said that. She was like, you know what, if you're still doubting yourself and going back and forth this long, you still want to play.
Yeah, Kai. Way to bring him back, Kai. And that's some good life advice right there. If you're juggling
there's also
last thing you want to do is
Howard Mudd gave me really good advice, which is essentially the same thing, just kind of summarized way different, which is, when in doubt, don't. I was like, Howard, I don't know. I have doubt about a lot of things. Like, how do I look at the thing? But that's why it's a great saying, because it works no matter how you look at it.
What a guy, man. What a guy. Well, I know we're all pumped. And, I know we're all pumped to see you come back, brother. Let's jump into some more stuff. Who did you did you like call up someone from the Eagles, or did everybody just find out via Twitter?
So, contacted my agent, JB, Jason Bernstein, and I think him and Howie had been in contacts and going back and forth, and they had talked already that day, and I was like, well, I think I feel confident in saying that I'm going to come back for another year at this point, and then talked to Howie soon there right after that. Him and JB talked, and that's kind of how it happens. Once it's mutually, wanted, right? And the Eagles have been very upfront, saying they wanted me back the whole time. So, talk to Howie, talk to Nick, kind of make the calls. Everybody's excited you're coming back, and kind of go from there.
Well, we know the best center in the league is going back to the Philadelphia Eagles. I love you, Creed. I love you, Creed.
Watch the show. Yeah.
Creed. All right. Well, then we'll get another clean cut at it. Well, we know that the best center in the NFC is going back to the Eagles, and but the Eagles did lose some key pieces to the defense so far. Added a few guys, as well as lost a few guys. But Javon Hargrave, 4 years, $84 million. He was an absolute beast for you guys last year. Yeah, and he got paid. Got paid a lot of money. He deserves it.
Happy for my man Gravedigger. Javon's one of the hardest guys I've ever had to block, especially from a pass blocking standpoint. This is a huge acquisition by the 49ers. Him, Armstead, they are stacked all over defense. It was already a tough game against them last year, and Javon's not going to make it any easier. So that's a tough one, because obviously, that's the 49ers. That's a big rival of ours right now. Big game for us.
Better again. I don't know how they
did, and there's other moves they've made. Yeah, they're not slowing down. So
they are not slowing down.
Javon's going to help them out big time. So
you guys lost.
Congrats, Javon.
Interior D-line, and then interior second level TJ Edwards, linebacker for you guys, is on a 3-year deal with the Bears. Making some moolah over there. He's staying in the NFC too. Happy
for TJ. TJ's been a really big part. He had a great year last year, and he's been a guy that you've seen get better every single year. You've seen that improvement. He's a smart player. He's instinctive. I think that he was a guy that when you're like playing certain guys early in their career, and you can just tell that they get it. Like, they react to things well. They backdoor blocks. Or he has great feel for the game of football. And I think he's, obviously would have loved to have him back in Philadelphia, but TJ's going to do great over there in Chicago. Big deal for him. And, this is a guy that, you love when guys come where he's come from, make a name for themselves, and get the big payday. This is the best part of free agency for me, is watching guys that earn their money, went out there, took the licks, got better, made a name for themselves, and now they're going to have a life-changing amount of money thrown at them. So really, really happy for TJ Edwards.
Shout out to TJ. Eagles bringing back Brandon Graham though for another year. You and BG, man, you guys are like the two staples right now, man. You guys are like Philly's pride and joy, man.
There's been, obviously me and BG, Lane Johnson, and there's still one guy out there, Big Fletcher Cox.
Come on, Fletch.
Well, I never tell anybody to do with their money, but obviously, all four of us from this year played together for over a decade in Philadelphia. So it's rare to play with that many guys for that long. That means you got to be doing something right if you're going to last that long. And,
heck yeah.
And Brandon's been the leader. He's the most tenured guy, not only on the Eagles, but in all of Philadelphia sports. He's going on his 14th season with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Damn. I did not know that.
Well, this year, knock on wood, if he starts, I think, 8 games or something like that, maybe less, maybe 6, he'll have the all-time record for most games played by a Philadelphia Eagle. He'll pass David Akers.
Let's go, dog.
I know.
That's pretty freaking cool to have on the resume, man. Especially really one team. Especially one team.
And he's just a great teammate, obviously Gryffindor guy, just a really, really good dude.
I feel like a nerd just understanding what you're saying when you say
there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Are you not?
I'm a nerd about football for sure.
Are you nerdophobic? You don't like nerds?
No, I love being a nerd. That's why you see it's making me smile.
Yeah.
Brandon tweeted out, it wasn't about the money. I haven't officially signed yet, but it's pretty much done. I'm coming back. It wasn't about the money. I love Philly. I don't want to miss a championship with Jalen. Jalen is the man. Nothing about Jason, though. Nothing about Jason in here.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I know he cares about you, right? He likes you.
No, listen, me and BG got a lot of love for each other, but, I ain't going to win us a championship. Jalen's going to be up there. So, maybe I'm Hufflepuff. Maybe that's why I'm Hufflepuff.
I don't even fucking know. Eagles re-signing running back Boston Scott to a 1-year deal.
Big deal for us. Boston's a big, dude, he's kind of like that utility knife for us. And he's just, whenever he gets an opportunity, he finds a way to make the most of it. Not the tallest guy, but he's going to go in there. He's going to be accountable. He's going to do everything he can. And he just makes plays, especially against the Giants. Man. The Giant killer, Boston Scott, back in the building. Boston's
one of those guys, man. You just get him in space with one-on-one with a guy. He's going to find a way to make that first guy miss. And that's such a key part of being a running back. Is being able to make that one guy miss. If you can do that, you are going to be a freaking star. Or you're definitely going to keep getting contracts in the NFL.
We can block most of them. You just got to make one guy miss. Hey, how about this? Breaking news. The Eagles are at work again. We have officially re-signed James Bradbury. All-pro cornerback from this past
Bradbury.
year. Juju Smith-Schuster's favorite guy. We've re-signed him. 3-year deal worth $38 million with upside to get to $44. $20 million guaranteed.
That's a hefty number, bud. Yeah, it's a hefty number. Shout out to Bradbury, man. I thought he was a great player when we played him.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Not only is he a good player, but just a great teammate, good dude all around. Had a great year for us. Was a big reason why we had so much success on defense. So yeah,
I'm big on smart. I'm big on smart football players, man. You could tell he's a physical specimen too. Like he's a big corner.
He is.
Long arms, fast dude. But yeah, I'm big on smart football players, man. You got to be a smart football player out there, and he's full package cornerback in the league, man. So happy for you guys defensively, keeping at least some of your guys.
Yeah, man. Really happy for James. He's earned every penny of that. He's played it. So, yeah, awesome for the Eagles. Way to go, Howie. There we go, Howie.
This guy's making moves, man. This guy's making moves.
Just get the tequila ready. Tequila's coming. James, get ready for tequila shots. Apparently everybody's doing it.
Tequila. Bum, 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 ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ooh. Instead of saying tequila, you just gotta start tequila. No.
There's the new theme song for Eagles. You
guys are no. You guys. Tequila.
Hey! Tequila.
Classic songs make me want to go drink right now.
You just can't help but say tequila.
And move your shoulders like this.
When you move your shoulders like this, are you moving your shoulders or are you going with
That's
your
how I
butt
run
cheeks?
routes. You can't get lost in these.
But when you're doing this right now,
for
are you moving your shoulders or are you butt cheeking it? Because I'm butt cheeking.
all traps.
I'm going right
all
butt
traps.
cheek, left. Oh, okay.
Here. Big news in Kansas City. We just signed left tackle Jawan Taylor to a 4-year, $80 million deal. Big money coming in to protect Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get the big guy in the building. Yeah, I mean he was a stud in Jacksonville. I can't say he wasn't. He was an absolute
offensive line was already good out there in KC, and this is a big move. Oh my gosh.
Big move, man. Big move, baby. Get him in the building. Get him in the building. Get him situated.
Giants are sending the 3rd-round pick to Las Vegas for Darren Waller.
D. Wall, Wall Street.
D. Wall is on the Giants now. That's a big move.
Ah, that's
Darren Waller's
crazy.
officially in Slytherin.
He just he was already with the Raiders, so he might have been there.
He was in Slytherin
time.
for you.
Yeah,
now he's just a Slytherin guy.
I'm gonna say he's Gryffindor, man. That guy, he's a dog. He's got great ambition. Good person. Good soul. Yeah, that's wild. Vegas to New York. I wasn't expecting that, especially. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. They have a young tight end out there in Bellinger. That'll be an interesting duo they got. It's pretty cool.
Maybe they'll use a lot of 12.
It's always a mismatch. 12 personnel.
12 is a good personnel. I think it's an interesting. Do you go base? Do you go nickel? Who you matching up on the? Especially if you have a receiver like Darren Waller or like Travis Kelce, where it's like you want to play nickel, but if you put nickel out there, might be a little bit hard to stop the run.
If you got a good run game, that's where the 12 personnel is the best. You can run well out of 12 personnel because everything's based off of the run. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can flank when you're worried about the run. When you're worried about the run, I can flank.
That's how you do it. That's what play action is. It's flanking.
The Raiders. This is arguably the most controversial addition in the entire free agency.
Who?
Raiders signed wide receiver Jacoby Myers to a 3-year deal. What? Patriot roulette.
Was he a part of that?
Was he a part of that? He's the one that threw a dart right to Chandler Jones's chest.
He was the second lateral.
He was the second lateral.
Wow.
Dude. This is
crazy. The Raiders are signing
the guy that won him the game.
The guy who handed them the game.
It's nuts.
To a 3-year, 33. So he's getting 11 a year.
He's getting 11 a
to
year.
A team he basically, to the team he gave the game. Do you think this was agreed to before that game?
This is crazy. You think McDaniels just went up to him? It's like, Jacoby, I'll sign you to a 3-year deal if you hand this one to us. Do you think?
He's like,
it was just like quick.
How can I make this happen?
Lateral it to me. I'll be right behind you the whole time.
I know we just called this QB draw. To go into overtime. I got it.
Chandler.
Hey, man. Well, I mean, it is it's a crazy coincidence at the very least.
It's wild, man. It's wild. More power to him, though.
Yeah.
21 mil guaranteed. It's a lot of guaranteed money out there in Las Vegas, Nevada.
It is.
So go ahead and enjoy it, Jacoby.
Can go quick in Las Vegas, Nevada, too.
Or you could double it.
Yeah, that's how it goes quick, thinking like that.
Yeah, well, you can be stupid. Just don't be real stupid. You know what I mean? Like, that's the deciding factors for me. I ask myself, like, is this stupid? Majority of the shit I do is stupid, but you can't be real stupid. As soon as you're real stupid,
let's just not be stupid.
What's the fun in that? There's no fun in not being stupid. That's what Stevie Bogus is. That was the best advice I ever got from Stevie Bogus, baby. Coach Bogus. I don't know. You could be stupid. Just don't be real stupid. Real stupid. That's when you go to jail.
Yeah.
All right now.
What's regular stupid?
Regular
Real stupid's
stupid.
going to jail. What's regular stupid?
Remember when you used to play Poop Dollar? We got it from Workaholics.
Yeah, we were playing that at Woody's.
Poop Dollar!
Got Yancey Gates to pick it up.
Hey, shout out to Yancey. That's
that
hilarious.
was so funny. Oh, gosh. We got to bring that back.
Poop Dollar was see, that's stupid. You could be stupid. Just don't be real stupid.
That is stupid.
For those of you that don't know what Poop Dollar is, I'm pretty sure I got it from. I think we need to explain it because Poop Dollar is when we did just like if we found like dog poop on the sidewalk, right? Like I don't remember actually I don't think
you use a piece of
pooping
human
like
poop.
Yeah, you don't use human poop.
Maybe they did in Workaholics, but yeah, we didn't. We saw a turd on the sidewalk. I think we did more than a $1 bill. I think
it was like a $5 bill, so he made it like really. Oh shit, $5.
Yeah. You sandwich the poop in the dollar bill or the $5 bill in this case, and then you just leave it on the sidewalk and you just watch people pick it up, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you're drinking beers at a college bar and sitting out on the porch.
The anticipation, you already know.
The moment somebody picks it up, of course, everyone yells,
"Poop Dollar!" And as soon as the person realizes they pick up the money and there's pooping, and you hear a whole bunch of jamokes screaming "Poop Dollar" from the balcony, and the anticipation when you see somebody walking down the street, they're like, oh my god, here it comes.
I mean,
Poop Dollar!
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's the equivalent of catching like a big bluefin tuna out on the big seas. I mean, it's city fishing. I mean, it's city fishing. We have big old Yancey Gates, big 6'9", 270-pound center for the Cincinnati Bearcats.
That's my guy, man.
Yancey was the best.
Played high school AAU ball with him, was an absolute dog in the Big East.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting got on Poop Dollar. How are you supposed to know? You just see a fight on the ground. Sure enough, fish on.
Nice. So, getting back to free agency, day one, the biggest spenders so far in free agency are the Denver Broncos. Man, they are spending a lot of money these past 2 years in the offseason.
Last year, too?
I think they were close. It was either them or Oakland. It was either them or Vegas. It might have been the Chargers too. Chargers made some acquisitions. Anyways,
all right.
Broncos are already at over 200 million. The Bears are roughly around 120 million. The Falcons are up there over 100 mil, and the Niners, Raiders, and Chiefs are all right around 80 to 85 $1 million already on the first day.
God damn, the Niners got a good team. Where they got all this money from?
Dude, they got young quarterback, man. Young quarterback. You haven't paid a quarterback yet. You're going to have some cap space.
That's true. Chiefs, what about you guys? You guys spending $80 million. You don't got a young quarterback. You got one of the highest paid quarterbacks.
Yeah, we unfortunately we let a few guys slip out. Shout out to my dog Frank Clark.
So this is total money.
Mm-hmm. This is the biggest spender so far.
That's like the whole contract.
Yeah, all the contracts.
Yeah, but they didn't spend $80 million. You guys are spending. It's a 20 per year deal.
Yeah, it's just what we get. What we are.
They're just adding up. Doesn't even matter.
All the years.
The number of years.
This
is that's a dumb metric. I'm over it.
So let's talk some Aaron Rodgers because it's so interesting and so fun to talk about. We're recording this on a Tuesday, and free agency does start on Wednesday, so we could be talking to you about something that's already happened that we don't know about. What we do know is that Aaron Rodgers has provided the New York Jets with a list of free agents that he would like them to target and acquire.
Yeah, it's also known as a list of demands. He's provided the New York Jets with a list of demands. We're full-blown hostage situation at this point with the New York Jets.
Hostage situation.
I am the captain now.
I need a briefcase with $300 million.
With Odell Beckham in the briefcase. I mean, I get it. Dude. Listen, the Jets are stacked on defense. Their head coach is a defensive coach.
Yeah. A hell of
Aaron coming over
defensive
there,
coach.
it could be a match made in heaven. He just wants to make sure they got a target that he feels comfortable with.
Yeah, they got a bunch of young guys that can play some ball now.
Well, apparently they can't play ball good enough because Aaron's saying he wants one of these guys. Aaron Rodgers has provided the New York Jets with a wish list of free agents he would like them to target and acquire. Per sources, it includes Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Mercedes Lewis, and Odell Beckham Jr.
Damn!
And this just in, the Jets have met the wish list. They've met it. They have officially signed free agent wide receiver Alan Lazard to a 4-year, $44 million deal with $22 million guaranteed. So
Breaking the bank.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if they folded or if they just like answered the bell, but the Jets are all in on the Rodgers deal.
We got a hostage
this is a clear
situation. They're
indication.
trying to keep all the hostages alive.
Yeah.
Hostage
Yeah,
situation.
You give us one, we give you one. You give us one, and also come to play our quarterback. That's kind of where we're at.
Be interested to see how that plays out. So they got
Yes.
Randall Cobb and Mercedes Lewis. Both have been in Green Bay with Aaron and Alan Lazard as well. And then the one that was just interesting was Odell Beckham Jr. He's like, yo, I want
OBJ.
Odell. I want
Must
Odell.
have liked his workout.
Who doesn't want Odell? Or man, hey, listen, he looked like a beast. He looks
He
strong.
always looks like a beast. He
looks
does.
strong, and I think he on purposely caught every single ball with one hand, just to add some flair to it. At least that's the
Did
only.
the whole thing without a shirt on to make sure he showed off how swole he is. He's swole right now. He's been working.
He has been working. He's got those Saquon quads out too, man. Big man
Sun's
playing
out,
wide
thighs
out.
out.
Not right now.
Yeah, the Aaron Rodgers situation is still up in the air as of this moment. So we're going to run through every Aaron Rodgers situation that might happen just so we have touched it by tomorrow, because who knows what is going to happen within the next hour. Here's the first bit of news. Rodgers goes to the Jets. Oh, my gosh, this is game-changing.
He really left Green Bay?
Joe Douglas pulls out the move of the century and lures Aaron
This is
Rodgers to
crazy.
the Jets. They signed
is-
Alan Lazard to a big contract after Aaron clearly says, sign Alan Lazard. And all of a sudden, he's in.
He's in. That's pretty wild, man. Honestly, never thought I'd ever see Aaron leave Green Bay. I thought it was one of those just matches that just went on forever and ever and ever.
It's hard to find that. It seems like all these guys play like at least 1 year someplace else almost.
It's crazy. Didn't Brett Favre, didn't he go to the Jets too?
Brett Favre went to the Jets. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else went to the Jets, but Peyton Manning obviously went to the Broncos. Tom Brady went to the Bucks. He might go to Miami. Who the hell knows what's going to happen with Tom Brady?
Yeah, no. I'm saying this is crazy that a Green Bay legend gets traded to the Jets. It's crazy.
The predecessor to him goes to the exact same team. Yeah. The next bit of news that might happen with Aaron Rodgers. This just in, Rodgers has decided to stay with the Packers.
What?
I know.
He's staying?
After all this.
Never would have thought he was going to stay.
Hey, after all this.
Gosh.
After all this, I mean.
There's so much conflict between them over the years. You would never expect them to still do it.
It's hard
this
to pull
whole
that
time.
trigger. When you've been in one place that long, it's hard to pull that trigger. Like, as someone who just almost retired, when in doubt, don't. And he clearly had doubt, so he stayed in Green Bay. He must have been thinking long and hard in that cabin.
Dude, he just seems like one of those quarterbacks that like just needs to go, to a different place. But obviously, he's happy where he is, man.
What do you think that cabin smelled like that he was staying in that didn't have any electricity or running water or toilets?
Oh man, that's a good question.
I don't even know. It might have had
Probably
running
sage. Probably sage.
water. Right? It had to have like a mildewy.
Mildewy.
Like wood that
Wet wood?
when you don't. Yeah, like whenever I'm in a cabin that, like an outdoor like wooded structure, there's that like very, almost like dewy smell, and it's just always there. And apparently, it helps you decide where you want to go in free agency. All right, next bit of news. This just in. Hey, Rodgers goes to another team, not the Jets. What?
That's
I
not
thought it was
happening.
either Green Bay or the Jets at this point. I never
I
knew.
can't even get excited for that. That's not
Who
happening.
knew that Miami?
The Dolphins? What? He went to the Dolphins?
Who knew that Miami, Chicago, Houston, I mean, what other team can we pile on this? Rams, 49ers, if he goes to the 49ers.
DC, Washington? He went to Washington?
Who knew? Who knew that all these teams were in on this Aaron Rodgers deal?
This is crazy, man.
This just in, Aaron Rodgers decides to retire and start a podcast.
What? Yeah, that's
Dude,
crazy. That's a genius move.
Actually, this is the least crazy one. If we can create a podcast this successful, imagine what Aaron Rodgers could do. And he's probably going to make a lot more money than we are.
Does that mean?
So that's Aaron, please don't do that.
I'll do this. I'll do this for free, brother. I thought Aaron does Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on Pat McAfee show. Does that mean
he does?
He's not doing it? You think that's where he got he was like, yo, I'm liking this. I'm digging this. I'm having fun doing this.
Yeah, I think that's, once you start doing something and you like it,
I'm probably tuning in.
I would tune in.
I'm gonna tune in, Aaron. I'm freaking pumped about your new career. Let's go, baby.
All right. Last Aaron Rodgers potential headline that could launch between now and tomorrow's episode launching is Rodgers makes up his mind to come on the New Heights #1 sports podcast in the country and give a LeBron James decision-like moment.
What?
He's going to Miami.
South Beach? I'm taking my
South
talents
Beach.
to South Beach?
Yep, he's come on the show to announce that right now.
I'll tell you what, Packers fans, don't do what Cleveland did because there's always a chance that he might come back.
Yeah, speaking as someone who was in Cleveland when LeBron did go and make that decision, I would not condone that happening on New Heights. So we can just nix this. I'm not going to participate in that type of decision.
I still got my original Bron jersey. Everybody set theirs on fire. I still got mine.
I never had. I had an Anderson Varejao jersey and I lost it.
You did have the 17 Andy V. That was a sweet one too. The orange one.
Yeah, I had a LeBron one too. I had a blue
jersey.
I had the blue and red Cavs jersey that was rocking when LeBron was there the first time around. You know what I'm talking about? It was like a darker blue with like the red, like kind of like
wine.
trim on the sides.
The wine red. Yeah.
Thank you.
The wine red. That's nice.
I don't know what happened to it, but anyways, yeah, those are all of the different scenarios we think might happen before tomorrow.
All electric scenarios. All possible.
Or none of them could happen. I mean, we could be in the exact same position we're in right now. I feel like once somebody starts meeting a hostage taker's demands, you just keep asking for stuff.
You keep,
that's the problem with meeting the demand. It's like, okay, hey, let's see what else we can ask for. So who knows? Maybe Alan Lazard wasn't enough. We'll find out. Either way, I know this. I'm thoroughly excited to see what happens with this Aaron Rodgers situation because the dude's a baller. I mean, dude, he's one of the best of all time.
Can't deny that.
Whether he's in Green Bay, New York, someplace else, or retired, Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. So this is exciting stuff.
12 gauge.
I know Jets Jake, the guy that runs our entire social platform, I think he's just doing this over and over again on Twitter.
Just refreshing.
Just waiting to see what happens
the
with Aaron
uploads.
Rodgers. Yeah. He's just refreshing. Oh, just announced. Aaron Rodgers is coming on the show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Do you think he announces that it's going to be the Pat McAfee Aaron Rodgers show?
I do. Well, no. I think he's going to announce he's going to New York Jets on Pat McAfee. I think that's what's going to happen.
What? He's going to the Jets?
We already did this bit. We don't need to.
Right.
Yeah. But I like your enthusiasm.
I was excited, man. And it will be electric news if it happens.
It will be. As is everything that comes out of the PMS show. All righty. New segment, Getting Out of the House.
Get your ass out the house.
This show has always stressed the importance of leaving the house to meet people and do fun things. And this week, Travis has got out the house. He's headed to a little event. You might have heard of the Oscars.
Ever heard about it?
Has a big after party at the Oscars in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And
that
Trav
is
went
true.
to it. How was it?
I was lucky enough to get the invite. I got the ticket, and me and my two guys, Aaron and Andre Eanes, AA Management, we went up there and had a blast, man. Got to meet some folks out in Hollywood, and it was crazy.
Who'd you meet?
I mean, that.
Start name dropping. Who'd you meet?
I got to start knowing who people are in Hollywood because every face was the most familiar face that you've ever seen, and you're like, oh my God, that's an actor, that's an actress, that's this, that's that. and I was clueless. It felt really bad. The ones that I did know, though, they started introducing me to a few people. The ones that I do remember, saw D. Wade up there. I'd already met him, but it was cool to talk to him about some of the stuff he's getting into.
What's he getting into?
Still got to check out your wine. Yeah, he's got a
D.
wine.
Wade's getting into wine?
Yeah, he's been in wine for the past like 5 to 10 years. Yeah, so I still got to check.
Where's
still got to try
Napa?
that out.
Where's it made?
I would assume it's Napa. I don't think he's going overseas for it. I think he's keeping it right here in the States.
You can make wine in the U.S. outside of Napa Valley.
Yeah, no, Seattle's a big, that whole West Coast right there is big wine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're making great wine in the Midwest, but
Virginia supposedly I think is a hotbed of wine. So is Martha's Vineyard. I mean, you can make wine anywhere.
yeah. So there was D. Wade. Who else? Elizabeth Banks. She was absolutely awesome. She didn't have
She's
she had a sore throat or some sort of a hoarse throat or something, so she couldn't talk much. But she was fun to be around, man. She obviously doing Cocaine Bear coming out. I'm excited to see that. That story is absolutely insane, and the fact that they made what is it, like a comedy horror out of it? That's I'm interested.
I think it's just a thriller. I mean, it's
yeah.
Let's see. Okay, what can we do? What's the animal that everyone is most afraid of being face to face with? A grizzly bear. Okay. How can we make this a more terrifying bear? Let's give him cocaine.
That boy's gonna be wired. You know this is based off of a like semi-true story.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, I'm just looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear was the sequel.
I'm just looking forward to the sequel, Meth Bear. Which
Meth
is going to be, oh my God, Meth Bear. You thought Cocaine Bear was intense. Just wait until Meth Bear starts running down your fucking house. If there's one thing that could take down a cocaine bear, it's probably a meth human. So imagine a meth bear.
Indestructible. Indestructible. Other than that, I went to the Vanity Fair, and then I went to the Gold Party afterwards, which is, I believe, Jay-Z's party. Got to meet Jay-Z. Great dude.
Nice.
And throws an unbelievable party. It was electric in there.
It's not a shocker.
Not a shocker at all, but I did get pumped about it. Tracy Ellis Ross, absolutely hysterical. Had me dying laughing.
Did you meet Larry David at
Nice. I did meet Larry David. That was like the first person I walked in the room. And shook that man's hand. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Seinfeld.
I'm trying to get into this segment, and I just can't do it. I'm like really trying to be excited about the Vanity Fair Oscar party, and I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't give less fucks. I couldn't give less fucks about the Vanity Fair Oscar party.
Yeah, until you're up for an Oscar and you go to the party and you meet a whole bunch of people, and you're like, wow, these people are really nice. I'll tell you what, it wasn't like a club. You could have a conversation in there. It wasn't like, music blaring. Like I can't.
I'm sure it's a blast
talk
to go
to anybody.
I bet it is.
So why don't you want to go? Because you can't wear flip flops. You probably could wear flip flops.
I would. I would go if it was convenient for me to go. If it was in New York, and I got invited to something like this, I would go.
Nice. So the Met Gala, we're in. Gotcha.
I lied. I'm not going.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
Saw my dog LeBron James. See, could have met LeBron, man. Could have met LeBron with me, man. No, he's absolutely a legend. Northeast Ohio legend, Midwest legend. But yeah, it was fun to kick it with him. Saw Draymond Green up there. There were some fun faces, man. They were everywhere.
Draymond. Again, I don't really know where to go with this.
You're killing
it. I'm super excited that you went. I just.
Yeah, no. If you're asking, no, I didn't invite anybody onto the show. Thought it was a little too much of a kick it environment. Didn't want to bring business into this thing. But LeBron, if you ever want to come on the show, man, would love to have you. Would love to have you on. Yeah, I know you're pretty busy with acting now too. Big actor. House party. Yeah, I don't know. Jason's not into it, so no, I'm not into it. So this.
I'm sorry.
I just
feel like the only reason we're talking about this is because somebody put this in. Thing. Yeah, I'm trying to get into it, but it feels, and I know that you went there, so I'm trying to let you talk about it.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Like, if
I had to sit through an entire fucking Harry Potter fucking walkthrough, okay? You can fucking get excited about getting out of the house, Jason.
If you're genuinely excited.
At least you know who I'm talking about.
If you're genuinely excited about Vanity Fair, I will talk about it with you. But I feel like we're talking about this not because you want to talk about it.
It's a new segment, Jason, because we're going to be getting out of the house this summer.
We talked about Harry Potter because I'm genuinely excited about Harry Potter. I feel like we're talking about this because somebody else wants to talk about it, which is making it difficult to talk about it. That's the only reason I'm saying this.
I don't have anything to talk about, so there's really nothing there other than I got out of the house, which is the segment.
I'm an asshole.
This segment just became something fun. So thank you for being real about it, Jason.
I deserve it.
I think it's good. I think it's gold.
God damn it.
I think it's gold. You just made this segment something worth listening to, Jason. You just made it something worth listening to.
God damn it. Trav, really happy that you were able to make it to the Vanity Fair episode.
Fuck up. This guy's a dickhead.
Oh my God.
No, seriously,
right.
It was an honor to go to the Vanity Fair after party. It was a blast. Even the gold party after that was even more fun. Got to see some of the coolest people in the entertainment world, not just Hollywood, both sports and entertainment. And I had an absolute blast. And Jason, you should come with me next year. You'll have a different outlook on it. And he's wearing sandals. I saw Justin Bieber in there he had a blanket on. That shit was sweet. I was like, JB, you over there chilling, bruh, in a blanket.
Beebs?
Yeah, he was over there kicking it, man. That's what I'm saying, man. You get to meet some of the coolest.
I mean, if there's anything we've established, I need to leave the house. I can't become a curmudgeon and just sit in my den. I'm not even sure that that's a real word.
Oh, man. I definitely was unsure. All right, moving on. That's why we have this subject, or this segment right here. This is exactly why we have this segment. It's because we need to get Jason more understanding of what he can do outside the house and the people that he can meet. So if we want to keep getting good guests, we got to keep meeting people, Jason. You got to keep this train running. Let's move on though. What we got? And that was Getting Out the House with Jason Kelsey.
No,
I don't fucking even know why we're talking about this shit. This doesn't make any sense. That was great, man. I loved every bit of that. All right.
All righty. Well, it's time to get to the interview. It's time to get to the thing that we've been kind of leading and teasing this entire episode.
Oh, yeah.
Got the interview with head coach Nick Sirianni. What do you think about Nick Sirianni? And don't just crush me because I just crushed Vanity Fair. Please don't crush me.
I have nothing to crush you or Sirianni about, man. Obviously, great coach because of just, how he can motivate guys, but let alone his X's and O's, man. You guys are flawless when that thing's rolling. It's impressive to watch. And he's got a fun energy, man. Like his energy on the sidelines when everything's rolling. I have the image of him like going into the camera. I think they're in like the 49ers game or something where it's just like, oh yeah. And I fucking love
Giants,
it, man.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. It was one of the playoff games though, but you could tell he gets into the games and he feels a part of all of it. And yeah. So I'm excited to check this one out, man. See what you guys were over there talking about.
Well, I think you're going to enjoy it. Nick is a fun interview. He's a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve, and we got into a lot of great topics, including well, I'm not going to tease it because you're going to watch it right now. Without further ado, head coach Nick Sirianni. All righty, my guest right now is a 3-time national champion wide receiver out of Mount Union College. He's only the third coach in franchise history to lead a team to the playoffs in his first year. And most recently in his second year, led the Philadelphia Eagles to only their 4th appearance in a Super Bowl. My next guest is Nick Sirianni, head coach. Welcome to the number one sports podcast in the world.
Shoot, thanks for having me.
You're dressed very fittingly with the Underdog apparel, my foundation, Be Philly Underdog.
It fits good.
Thank you
I
so much.
don't wear any other hats but this.
You've told me that's your favorite hat.
That's my favorite hat.
And I do appreciate that.
That's my favorite hat. I'm looking for, you know what else I'm looking for is black on black.
Black on black?
Can we get that?
We can make that happen.
Can we do that?
For you, Coach, anything.
I appreciate that.
So you are the king of wearing T-shirts. And this is why I'm doing this. Because so Nick always wears some T-shirt theme of either one of his players, sometimes. There we go, Slim Reaper.
The Slim Reaper right there. That's all. I think that's the only thing that I have anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where my other shirts are.
You've lost them?
I've lost
I do
them
the
all.
same thing. I misplace them all the time.
I got about 1 million T-shirts of you guys.
You had that Jalen one with the glasses. That one was super sick.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
But this is Nick's famous dog mentality, dog culture.
So
this is Zach's.
Zach's.
Yeah.
Zach's guy.
Yeah.
Zach's guy is the owner of that
culture.
Of dog culture.
That's right.
And so he had them always in Indy. Right?
Got it.
And then boom, we had some we got the guy to order them, and then Zach was was with us last year, and got us some more.
Zach killed this because I love this hoodie.
It's a good hoodie.
Cut off.
Yeah, it's good.
And being in Indy, home of Pat McAfee, who's always in the tank top. I feel like I had to have the guns out.
That's a good. I always, when I wear that one, I love that one.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing a shirt underneath. I'm not wearing just that anymore. So
sure.
But I got a couple shirts that go underneath that one. But that's a good one.
All right. Well, you just finished your second year as an NFL head coach. What was different going out of your first year? How did you change? What did you learn?
You know what? The biggest thing I felt like that changed was I think when you're a coordinator or when you're a position coach, you can look and be like, all right, here's what we got. We got this team here. 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 Cool. All right, we can win all 4 of those. We can do. That's what you think. I don't know why, but I felt like I thought a lot like that when I was a position coach or a coordinator.
Okay.
But as a head coach, I felt like it was really important that I just was here. Right. And just locked into just that day to get to the next day, because I didn't want you guys thinking about that, I wanted you just thinking about the next day, and sometimes in coaching, you got to prepare for the next week. I get that and all those different things. And you got to do more so of that when you're a position coach or a coordinator than you do the head coach. And so I just thought it was really important to just lock into the day. And that's where we talk about so much. This day, this meeting, this one.
It's just finding out new ways to say, don't think too far in advance.
How many different ways? Yeah, how many different ways can we say that? And you thought, how many times did we say that?
One of my favorite ways you've ever said it was the infamous Roots quote, where you compared the Eagles organization to a plant just growing its roots, and we're going to keep growing these things, getting better every single day. When you look back, you gave that speech, I think, when we were 2-5. We're 21-7
How about that?
Since that speech, which was crushed in Philadelphia. I mean, like most things.
You know what I said? I said in Philadelphia it was a flower, and I did. I remember when I said it to you, I said plant.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, I'm sitting there interviewing, and I'm like, yeah, it was a flower.
Well, you wanted it to become a flower. Like a flower is a beautiful finished product.
Right. And so I said flower to them, and it was like, no, it ain't a flower.
Fans are funny. Some of the outfits, like the flowers there, I mean, Philadelphia is very creative, but is it, when you look back, how real did that metaphor end up becoming, though? We grew all through the first year. We ended up making the playoffs after a bad start in 2-5. You guys somehow kept that thing going, morphed it into what it needed to be, and we ended the year really strong, and then had the year that we had this year. It ended up being an unbelievable metaphor looking back.
And all that was a metaphor, because we had already put the work in. It's not like we said that, right? And everyone was like, yeah. It was just what we were doing.
Yeah.
I was just basically painting the picture. Sometimes they ask me too, how'd you get all these guys to think about your message and be like, yeah, that's a good message. And first of all, I always say, it's our players. We have unbelievable leaders and captains and people on this team, but also, I'm not saying crazy things. I'm saying, hey, if you connect, we're going to be better. If you compete, we're going to be better. Like, oh yeah, if you hold each other accountable, we're going to be better. Now we live those things every day.
Yeah.
We practice those, but we all know though those are common denominators of a good team. Well, it's the same thing. We were doing all those things, right? We were building foundation, and everybody wants the foundation. Everyone wants it to pop as soon as it can, and all of us want to do that. But sometimes the roots need to grow, and or the foundation of the building needs to grow, or however you want to compare it, for everything to stay sturdy and stay rock solid as you continue to grow higher.
Yeah. And finding ways to keep guys doing that.
Yeah.
Like you said, like finding new ways. Like one of the things that is very underrated or not even known, I guess, is I think your team meetings are unbelievable. The more we get accomplished in those meetings is more than I probably have with, I think, any other head coach. No offense to Doug, Chip, or Andy Reid, but the team meetings are, one, you stay true to the messaging, right? But you find new ways that guys lock in to listen to it. But then also the coaching that happens in the team meetings, the film of good and bad, not in like a call out way, and just like, hey, we're going to show when we do things right so that everybody knows, hey, this is what we want you to do. Right. We're going to show when things don't go bad so that guys can learn from that instead of just the guy that made the mistake. And then also just the coaching of situational football.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling if you just turn the TV off and on, it'll just pop back on.
Every time something's fucked up, I can't fix shit.
Dude, we joke about this. Everything technical, the running joke with the whole podcast is turn it off, turn it on. Unplug it, unplug it, and plug it back in. We'll go through all these technical workshops, and it all ultimately comes down to just turn it off and turn it on.
I have a great story.
Okay.
All right. So I'm like that all the time, and every joke is always like, "Did you try turning it on? Is it plugged in?" They're like, "Yeah." I go, and every time I go, "I'm out."
Yeah.
I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
And so our fireplace has been broken for 6 months. I love going home when it's cold out, turning the fireplace on, sitting in the couch, letting the heat, just like, I love that.
Yeah.
For 6 months, I've been saying like, hey, my dad was here. I'm like, can you call the guy? And my wife, like, can you call the guy? No one's done it. No one's done it. Like, what are you doing? I'm coaching.
Yeah, I'm busy right now.
And so we have this guy coming in to do our patio. I don't think he knows anything about fireplaces, but I'm like, hey, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
He draws up the patio how we want. I'm like, hey, bro, do you know anything about fireplaces? He's like, yeah, let me look at it. He's looking and he goes, hey, when's the last time you changed these batteries for the remote? I'm like, if it's the fucking batteries. So we come through here. He's looking at it. He goes, change the batteries. Let's see what happens. Put 4 new AA batteries in. Instant fire. I was so mad, like, because that's my thing. That's how I fix it.
Why do I feel like this is going to be a speech to the team in the future? So all of his speeches end up being real life scenarios. It's like, listen, things are going wrong. You don't know why you're having a bad game. Just turn it off, turn it on. Replace the batteries. We're on to the next play.
I'm definitely doing it. It's 100%. It's just another way to say dog mentality. You're 100% right.
Oh my God. You, more than any coach I've ever been with, are obsessed with situational football. Have you always been obsessed with it? Is that the job of the head coach, or is that, I guess.
I think it's the job of the head coach to present it, and then everybody else to echo it and get those coaching points. One thing I always say to the guys is going into that situational Saturday walkthrough, right?
Yeah.
Is, we have the meeting on Saturday and then walkthrough. I always say, hey, make sure position coaches, coordinators, echo the coaching points. Get one more opportunity to say, down no mas means this, whatever. Just echo all those things. And so, but really where I became obsessed with it was in Kansas City. Was we had a board like in training camp, like, here's all the situations we need to get covered. And like, I guess when you hear like that it's important to Bill Parcells, because Todd Haley worked with Bill Parcells, you kind of think to yourself like, oh shoot, that Bill Parcells was obsessed with this. Cool. Here we go. What did he do? Boom, 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 boom. Right.
It's interesting because Belichick is renowned for being such, and he was also a Parcells disciple.
Maybe that's where it all started too. So that's where the start of it came. And then I was kind of like, then we went to San Diego after that, and we were and Coach McCoy was really big into that too. And I think Frank and I had a big part of, thinking through all the situations, and it's just kind of grown every place I've been.
Yeah. How many situations? Is there even a number? I feel like each week you guys bring up a new situation that you've learned by watching another team.
And that's the beauty of growing, right? Because there's always something new that comes up that you're like, shoot, We didn't practice that.
Right.
We haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
Great. Let's talk about it. We just got better. Like there's a cool feeling in that too, of watching somebody, do something and be like, wow, they did that really well, or, oh, they really messed that up.
Right.
And you say, we got to coach that. We got to do that. Now, there's a fine line too of being like, well, of knowing what's important, because the list can go like this, and just like plays can go like this. Well, what's important that we need to harness in on? I mean, how many times have we run heave ho?
Yeah, not often. We've done we've walked through it every single week.
Frank Reich used to say to me all the time, he's like, nobody, like every situational Saturday, because we did the same thing, and he goes, nobody, and I mean nobody, practices heave ho more than you scripted. And and it kind of became a joke, but then I'm like, well, shoot, if it comes up, it came up for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl when they played the Niners. They ran heave ho.
Yeah.
They ran heave ho in that game. And so like, shoot, who knows? Because who knows when they come up? That's the beauty of it. Like you have to be like so in tune to the situation, because you never know when it's going to come up.
Well, and I like that you guys, I feel like a lot of coaching staffs talk about that amongst themselves. What I really like about you is that you talk about it in the team meeting. Mm-hmm. So like all of the players end up becoming aware. You're not aware in every situation, but maybe your buddy next to you says, hey, this is this situation. This is what play we're running right here. Or like, I'm watching the Super Bowl, and right after they got that the penalty go to the first down, I'm like, we got to be on LA right now. We got to let them score if we want any chance to win this. And sure enough, we pop it. We execute it really well, but Jared McKinnon's just a little bit, Jet's too smart.
That was a really smart play.
It was a very unselfish play.
And obviously very smart, but from their coaches, because they
to get that in. Yeah. No mas.
And so, you know what? I felt like, shoot, what if we would have practiced that a little bit more? What if we would have done, like that's where, how we are. I'm always like, this is what I could have done better. What if we would have done a little bit better to get the guys a little closer? Like, we're going to tackle. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Did we walk through it? Like, that's where I'm beating myself up. Like maybe we should have that's in situational Saturday.
I thought that they did a good job.
They did a good job.
Yeah, but you could just like maybe be a little bit more like dive and then miss his leg on purpose.
That's how my son does tackling and real tackling drills. You don't really want to get hit yet.
Right.
And so he'll come up and he'll take this angle on these angle tackling drills. I'm like, he's not even close. And he'll sweep the back part of his leg.
Just take a terrible angle, but run full speed and just get the guy thinking about that, so maybe he forgets that he's supposed to go.
I'm going to have Jacob Sirianni come in and demonstrate what to do. And demonstrate what to do.
Just put on tape of Pee Wee football and be like, this is how we want you to do Olay.
Awful angle. Terrible angle. Like every time I go to his practice, I'm telling you, I'm watching it and I'm like, you can just see right from me. I'm like, it's even going to be close. But he ain't going to get hit, and that's what his goal is right now. So he's actually accomplishing the goal he wants to accomplish.
He really secretly wants. All right, let's get back to growing. So one of my favorite things outside of the Roots speech, because I actually really like that, was after your first press conference, you get killed by the city of Philadelphia, Angelo Cataldi, everybody.
I like how we throw Angelo. Yeah.
Well, you threw Angelo out there talking crap about Gannon, so I'm like, I'll throw Angelo. But he just retired, so he can't talk shit to me anyways. I think a lot of people would do that, and you could respond. There could be multiple responses to that, whether you like, okay, now I don't want to do press conferences anymore, or like, fuck all these guys. No, I'm sorry, family show. All right.
So fuck is off. We can't say fuck.
You can. Right. We do it all the time, but we try to not to, because there are kids that watch it. But you use it as a way for the team to notice that you're being accountable to getting better. You talked about, in one of my favorite team meetings, you do your second press conference and you practice and prepare even harder to make sure that you are better in your second press conference. And I think that that's an unbelievable message for a team to hear, that like, hey, the head coach is trying to get better. Yeah. And it's a very concrete example of trying to get improvement. And I think that leads itself to players then being easy to be like, okay, if he's accountable and being real with himself to know where he needs to get better at, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah. I think that's part of leadership, right? You know, and that's why, if I want the players on our team and the coaches on our team to hold each other accountable, I got to hold myself accountable. And then think about why we have a good team. Like, look at the leaders we have. And I'm saying you and Fletch and BG and Lane and Jalen and Slay. And I'm just naming the captains and Jake, right? Yeah. And you guys do that every day. And it trickles to the rest of the team.
It becomes the culture.
It becomes the culture.
Yeah.
It's what you live every day, right? And so I think too many times, I feel like we've all probably had coaches that too many times you felt like, I don't want to say it's like, man, I don't want them to think I'm wrong, and I'm not going to say I'm wrong up there, but we're all wrong.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes in that, and I think that's important, that that we talk about them, right? It's because all that matters is we get better. And the other part of that message was, hey, the second interview, I went in there and I crushed it. I was awesome. And I turned the radio on to listen to what they said, and I still got crushing me.
I mean, if Philadelphia, it's gonna, you do have to tune it out a little bit until even when you're doing really well, you still got to tune it out. Because then they're gonna love you, and it's like, listen, I gotta realize I'm not what everyone thinks I am.
Remember how many times you said that this training camp?
Yeah.
Like how many times did you say like, hey, listen, I love the players that we're acquiring and that we have, and look at practice. It's going unbelievable. We're working our ass off. Yeah. Everything's coming together the way we need it to, but don't make it for 1 second that the names on, you said this 10 times in training camp, that the names on this paper,
start listening to that.
Keep working, head down, work, and like that's the same message.
Let's get back to your first year. So we ask players this a lot, who are like, what was your welcome to the NFL moment? Do you have like a welcome to head coaching moment? Was there a moment in your first year that you were like, man, being a head coach is either not what I expected, or like very aware of like everything? Like, was it the press conference? Was it the roots? Like that everything you said is going to be overanalyzed? Sure. Was it a moment in a game?
Yeah, I think the opening press conference was it, like, because shock, just like everybody's going to
man, they're like really reading into this.
You know what I do? I tell this story a lot. This story a lot. So we played the Patriots. I think it was the first game that we had in preseason. Yeah. Maybe it was second, because we practiced against them.
We definitely practiced.
And it wasn't the first week. So it was the second week. All right, we played Patriots. And everybody's talking like, hey, like, listen, you get the job and people say, rebuild. And like, the first thing you think of, like, no way. That's not no coach, no player ever in the history of the game says, hey, this is going to be a rebuild season.
Yeah, we're just going to, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, right. And so like that was the message almost that you were getting from outside. Right. Yeah. From the outside, like, hey, this is going to be a rebuild. This is going to be whatever. And that never went into play, right? We worked just as hard at training camp as we worked the last training camp and everything like this.
And you go out every game expecting to win and have success. Like, there's no game where you're like, well, I guess, we're a rebuild year. We're just,
let's see what happens.
Who cares if we win? Yeah.
That's not in any of our DNA, right? Yeah. And so we play that game. We got smoked.
Yeah.
We got smoked, and it's a preseason game. I get it. Like, I don't.
Same thing happened this year with the Dolphins.
The same thing happened this year with the Dolphins. I don't think you guys didn't play. Remember, because Jalen.
Well, in all the games that we practiced with those teams,
we didn't play.
The starters don't play very much.
Yeah, that's right. Like, remember, I think you guys were going to play, but then
we practiced really well against them.
Yeah, Jalen had something. He got something. We did practice well, and Jalen got like something. I don't remember what it was, and we're like, no one's playing. Because
you're right.
Remember that?
Yep.
So we get shellacked.
Yeah.
Right. And they're booing us at halftime. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah.
So I get in the car with my wife, and
I remember
you heard
this. I love this. Please tell it. Yeah.
I get in the car with her, and I go, this freaking preseason. And we just had a really good practice, 2 practices against the Patriots, who are a really good, well-coached team, good players, everything. And they were booing us. And she's like, well, what'd you give them to cheer about?
All-time quote by Brett Sirianni.
Yeah. And I loved it. And I just thought to myself, like, we have people that will hold you to a standard. I love that. We have that'll hold you to a standard in this city. Yeah. And we got to live up to it.
Yeah, maybe this is why you've assimilated so well to Philadelphia, because your own wife, Brett, is giving you the exact same treatment at home.
Exactly. I can go through it 24/7. But that game against the Dolphins this year too, right? And you never want to go out and put a bad product on the field, right? Right. By any accounts,
people are paying to see you play,
right?
But even more than that, you want to continue to be playing well and improving, and just to go as far as you can,
right? Remember, they didn't practice because they all had food poisoning or something like that. Remember that?
I forgot
we only
about
had
that.
One practice,
yeah.
So they played all.
And then
guys.
all their starters played fresh. I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, okay.
I'm watching things happen like in that game.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill runs right by our secondary the first play of the game. And we're all on the headsets going, they're going to throw vertical to him right there. Back up. So that's where it started. Like,
see it happening before it happens.
And then we had that 6-1 play. Remember, we got the 6-1 and we ran storm. And then
we expected to just get generic defenses as a preseason game and didn't have anything in for this.
Oh, I was so mad. And so I started like, I was ripping the guys on the headset, like, and just like unbearably. And I remember Shane or somebody that can calm me down was like, "Hey, listen, we got our butts kicked against the Patriots too last year." Like I'm like, "No, this is unacceptable." So same kind of thing.
I do think some of that stuff's good though. It's good to get your butt kicked in a meaningless preseason game and bring it back down to earth and be like, "Hey, we got a lot to fix."
Yeah,
from all, not just players, like the whole building,
everybody.
It's good.
Yeah.
Did you get any advice from other coaches or anybody that ended up being like the best advice? Something that ended up being true, like man, you know what that guy told me? That ended up being 100% accurate.
Yeah, you get a lot of advice from a lot of different people. Like, and I have my main mentors in life, and this and that. But I remember Chris Ballard saying to me, he said something to me like before, because obviously he was the general manager at the Colts, and then I was leaving. He goes, "Hey, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to own them and move on." Yeah. And I remember in my first week or so, like, forget the press conference, but it was like hiring things too. And I'm trying to get everything right and this and that. I'm like, I really messed that up right there. Okay. And it was just something I messed up with. I can't even remember what it was, but I remember waking up in the middle of the night, like just turning. I'm like, oh, that was a bad mistake. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was just on my mind, like, bad mistake. It's crazy because I heard Chris's voice say, "You're going to make mistakes. Yeah. Own it and move on." I owned it and I moved on, and I was able to get through that. And that's accountability, and that's dog mentality, really, when you think about it, right? You own it, right? Accountability. And you get better from it, accountability, and then you move on, dog mentality. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, you talked about mentors. I know you've talked about Frank a lot. Both of us have been fortunate to work with Frank. Had an emotional deal with after the game against Indy this year. Do you want to describe your relationship with Frank, or like what? Yeah,
shoot. He's like my big brother. I got two older brothers, and then Frank's like my big brother because, and I don't ever say he's like my dad, because, and then Frank, I don't want Frank to feel old. Right, so I'm always
more out of respect for Frank.
More out of respect for Frank, and so I'm always like, he's like my big brother, and he just prepared me for everything, right? Yeah. As a head coach, as a coordinator, because he was a coordinator when I was the quarterback coach, right? He was a quarterback coach when I was the quality control in San Diego. So he was just preparing me, and he always took a liking to me and was preparing me for all the next steps, right? And again, what's a great preparation is you lead by example, right? And that's what he always did. And just other things, life in general things, family, kid. Like, this guy's an all-American guy. He has good knowledge on everything. So I just always felt like him as like a big brother that leads by example, always pulled me aside to help me prepare for my next journeys. And so you're always grateful for that, and a good friend of mine.
Yeah. You talked about being a coordinator, right? Like, what is the biggest shift going from being a coordinator to like a head coach?
Like, I think all the things that are important to being a good offensive coordinator are equally as important when you're a head coach. Yeah, you're just doing it with the whole team now, right? Like with me, right? You got the job because you were deemed as good at being an offensive coach and the things that you do. So you don't want to lose that when you become a head coach, right? Yeah. You want to continue to do the things that got you the job and provide your expertise on that. So, continuing to do the offensive stuff. And then I thought what was really important was to be able to say, hey, all right, I have this wealth of knowledge on offensive football. I need to share this with the defensive guys. Yeah. I didn't do that as a coordinator. Now I talked with the guys like, hey, what would be a card against this? But every Tuesday I'm in a meeting with Gannon, like, all right, well, what are they doing?
Yeah, now it's more structured.
Now yeah. Right. And so like, all right, well, you guys got to determine if this is the right thing to do here. But I tell you what gives this play problems is this. Yeah. And that's their main play. I'll tell you what gives this receiver problems and that is this, and figure it out how the pieces fit. Like, so like that. And then also with the defensive guys, but it's just now connecting with the entire team, because if you're taking your role as an offensive coordinator of just more than the guys that's calling the plays and correcting the film and doing that, and you're taking it as I'm the mini head coach of the offense, right, then you're preparing yourself to be the head coach of an entire team. But I think that's exactly what it is. Now you're in charge of the entire team.
I'm going to take what I was doing with the offense now more to the whole team.
More to the whole team, exactly.
Yeah. How does hiring an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator go? Because does that help, having actually done the position and when you're interviewing these guys?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I
guess you just hired two new ones.
I just talked to Shane, and we were talking through it, and he was talking about somebody he was going to hire and this and that, and he was going back and forth, like, and I just reassured him, and not that he needs my reassurance or anything like that, but I just reassured him, like, Shane, you know, me and you have evaluated coaches 1,000 times more than we've evaluated players. What do you mean by that? And he didn't say that. I'm saying it for here. Like, well, we're always sitting there while we're watching players, or while we're sitting there game playing, or while we're doing this. We're always sitting there and hearing other coaches talk. And we know that was a stupid idea, or we know that was a great idea, or that was a bad coaching part, or that was a good. We evaluate coaches whether we know it or not, more so than we even evaluate players, because that's what we do. Like, we're in there we spend more time with.
You're communicating with the most.
We spend more time with them than our wives, right? And he's like, "Wow, the gut." And I'm like, "Yeah, go with it. You know, And like, it's the same thing here. Like, I think it's really important when you're hiring guys is to make sure you have different people in the room that give you different expertise, right?
Yeah.
You know, here's who's in this room. You know, I want offensive guys here that, you know, like Jamal sat in all the defensive coordinator interviews, and so did Kevin, and so did Brian.
Yeah.
Right. And then there were some defensive coaches that had some expertise in all three levels that sat in there as well. And then you talk and you think about the questions you're going to ask, and you have a list of them. And then at the end, you eval it, right? What'd you think here on fundamentals? Boom. What'd you think here on the run game scheme? Boom. What'd you think here on the situations? Boom. And all the things that you just did with that player, you go through and you give them just like we do with a player. Plus, okay, minus for the day.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you try to cast a wide net and listen to a lot of different guys talk. Like, I really looked at that as an opportunity to say, we got a great opportunity to get better at football. Like, we don't go to the National Coaches Convention anymore, right?
Yeah.
We don't go to we probably should go to glacier clinics and stuff like that and just sit in there. Why not, right?
You're going to learn something.
You're going to learn something. Well,
is it worth the time commitment, though? That's the thing.
Well,
right?
If there's one at the Philadelphia hotel, we probably, or whatever.
Should we start a coaching clinic just to get good minds come to Philadelphia and we can steal their?
Let's see if we get the Cowboys to come, the Giants to come.
This is a really big deal, guys. You should definitely come.
Should definitely come. A lot of people are going to be there. And but yeah, we got to sit in however long the interview lasts with the amount of guys that we did, and just sit there and learn ball and figure out well, you're doing two things. You're figuring out who you actually think the best possible candidate is. Right. And then you're also learning ball and you're getting better yourself.
Yeah. What are the qualities for an offensive coordinator or defense? Like, if you were to draw up the perfect coordinator, what would be the ideal traits?
Yeah. That's a good question because, and Shane and I do this a lot because Gus Bradley taught us this. And so Gus Bradley would come and he comes up to us and he goes, "Hey, explain to me what the best coach, what does a great coach look like to you?"
Okay.
And you sit there for a second and you start to talk and you're like, "Okay, I got it." And you start to tell him, all right,
okay,
it's this. And he looks at you and he goes, "You just explained yourself." And it's like, and you think to yourself, you're like, I think I just did.
Yeah.
I think I just did.
That's what makes a great coach.
And because you think about the things that you do and you're like, yeah, I think that's good. And you know your warts too. You don't say those, but you say the things that you think are good about yourself. But the important thing is why I even brought that up is the important thing is it's like, you can't have 20 of me's running around. You can't have 20 of stouts running around.
Right.
You can't have 20 of whoever it is.
Yeah, 20 stouts would be a very interesting offensive install meeting.
Would be a great install meeting.
Yeah.
But
very detailed.
It would be very
long.
He's the best. And so it's important that you have, different styles too. Yeah. Because that leads to different ideas. That leads to everybody. And so I don't know if there's a perfect one but what the qualities have to be is you have to be an expert on offense, right? Or defense.
Yeah.
And the detail has to be so high, right? How many times did we say that, okay, here we go. How do we get a little bit better each day? High attention to detail and meetings started by coaches going to players. Full speed of the snap and walk through. High intensity of practice, right? And so the detail has to be so high because you can have all these different styles of coaches, right?
Yeah.
But what makes a good coach is detail. So that's the first thing. Being able to put the players in proper positions to make plays. What are you going to do against this? What are you going to do if you get a high tendency of this? What are you going to do if you get a high tendency of this? Right. And then ultimately is, can you teach players fundamentals?
Yeah.
Right. Because that's our job, is like to give you the guys the tools to teach you the things like you're here, right? And if you play with good fundamentals, you'll get here. It's not going to be like, right, but that matters in the NFL.
Huge.
That matter. All these things matter in the NFL.
It matters more in the NFL too, because I feel like so much of the discussion ends up being like, not even just between coaches, but between coaches and players, like high level, like structure oriented, like how can we gain advantage from emotion, formation, against this coverage, against this blitz? How can we design that? And then all of a sudden you lose track, also because we don't really practice that much too, but you lose track of the little fundamentals that allow you to do all these things and execute them at high levels, right?
There's no doubt. Yeah. It becomes too scheme oriented, and not the player and how he plays.
How can we make the player play at his optimal level?
And part of that is the right angles,
for sure.
But the next step, it's a both and, right? It's
you can be in great angles, but if the fundamentals aren't right when you're attacking that. You can be as wide open as possible. Right. If you haven't got on the judge machine enough, or whatever. I'm talking receivers like I know anything about receivers, but offensive line, you can drop the best run play if you're not approaching with the right fit, the right angle, the right hat placement. It can ruin the whole play.
I remember you guys came to me and said, "Hey, that Wednesday, let's do individual." Let's do individual there just to continue to fine tune the details. And that's what we did. Instead of walk through Wednesday late in the season, we ended up going to individual, then walk through. Yeah. Right. Remember, and because you guys know how important the fundamental is. So,
or conversely, it could be a terrible situation, but because a guy does some like unbelievable thing out there, makes a play, which started with good fundamentals. Right. Bails us out.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. I'm curious about this because my dad didn't coach high school football, but he's the first coach I ever had. He was my Little League baseball coach. And I think a lot of how I interact on a field and play sports and everything was dictated because of my dad and my brother. Your brother's a coach. Your dad's a high school football coach. I see them around the building all the time. So obviously you guys always are communicating. You've said that you compete against each other. What have you taken from them? Like, how was it growing up in a household that was like so into sports, football, coaching? And is that a big reason why you coach right now?
Shoot. Hey, we need 20 minutes. Man, I have so many stories of just that. Like, sports it's faith, family, football for us. And it's like, and really you could say football, but if we were in basketball season, it was basketball. If it was basketball, if it was whatever. Yeah. But like, there was just so much, man, our dad used to say to us, like, if you're going to play for me and this and that, you got to be really good, because I don't want anyone to think I'm playing you just because you're my son. Right. And so like, we worked hard at it, and we lived about 1.5 miles from the school, and he was a track coach, right? He was a football coach for a little bit, got cancer. He got cancer, and then he just helped out on the side. He wasn't the head track coach anymore, or head football coach, but he was a head track coach for 46 years. And
holy cow.
I have so many stories that float through my head. Like, it'd be like, I'd have a hard workout in track, right? Or whatever. And I'd be like, all right, I'm getting in the car with my dad and going home. He's like, nah, you run, that's your cool down. I'm like, it was like all those, he did the scorebook at basketball games. Like, he would sit there and do the scorebook, like, hey, Sirianni 2 points, Miller 3 points, whatever. And he would sit there, and I'd have those. I knew my coach was watching. I had a great high school basketball coach in Scott Cooper. But then I had my dad's eyes like looking at me like, don't you mess this up, and yelling me over there too. Like, so there was a lot of accountability. Sure. That's for sure. And then what makes it really cool now is that we can bounce ideas off each other. My brother, Mike, who's the head football coach at Washington and Jefferson College, like, we gave him a 2-point play maybe 2 years ago. Okay. Of like, hey, here's a play that we're running in the tight red zone. This is pretty good. Do you like it? Yeah, I really like that. I mean, I have all the tape. Boom, boom. Here you go. He called me, I want to say this year at one point, he's like, hey, they're starting to stop it. But we were 17-19 on that 2-point, on that tight red zone play. I'm like,
that's a good play right there.
When it's your older brother.
Is that 92%? That's got to be close to that.
It's like our sneak percentage. When it's your older brother and you can help him with something like that's pretty cool. And then where do I get that big brother feeling of, why did I get in the stands? Why did I yell at Indianapolis Colts fans after or Philly fan, whatever. I was yelling or celebrating with Philly fans at the end of the Indy game, because when you mess with one of my brothers, I get pissed, right? Like, right? I remember like there was
personal.
I can't tell you how many times, like if the Southwestern Trojans lost and someone said to me something at school, like I remember I told you guys this story. Remember I got into a fight because I was sticking up for my brother and the kid kicked the shit out of me, right? He was an older kid and he said something about my brother. I'm like, and then I'm in the middle of the bus seat getting pounded.
Doesn't matter. You stood up for him.
You stood up for him, right? And so, but that's what's cool. Like to be able to, and I went in a lot of different directions there, but like being able to talk football with them still and what you guys and what they think here, what they think there, all the memories growing up and the accountability growing up and knowing what sports had done for us in our lives and how important it was and how sacred it was. And then just having each other's back at all times. Like, and so those are the things that I remember the most. I could tell stories forever about, all sorts of things like that because, but just sports was so intertwined in who we were and what we did, growing up.
Yeah, we did the same. We played any sport possible. We weren't football players. We didn't even start playing football till middle school. And you learn from all these. Like, it's fast. It's interesting to me that your dad was also the track coach because you have football, which is an insane, like the pinnacle of team sports and like cooperation. And then you have track, which is like, hey, depending on the event, it's you out there and you're doing this on your own and it's overly mechanical. You talk about like attention to detail. It's all detail. It's all hitting the precise things, I feel like.
No doubt. And we were triple jumpers, right? And so there's all like...
I've like watched that happen. I don't even know if I could coordinate myself to do...
It's all technique.
Yeah.
It's all technique. You can't... I'd nerd out on triple jump, but you can't have bad step phase. And like, and so we were good at technique because that was like, so we're fundamentals. Where's that come from? My dad, right? Like stuff like that. But what's funny about that is yes, track is this individual sport and football is this team sport, but my dad gravitated toward football always, right? And so like I remember him like being there like, okay, if this guy jumps this and their guy just going to do this, he could figure out the score of what the track's going to be if everybody did their job, hit their marks. Yeah. And so I remember one day I had food poisoning going into a track meet my senior year. I ate something at lunch in the cafeteria. Yeah. And I'm just, I can't stop throwing up. I'm And then my dad came up to me and goes, hey, you're in 4 events. I'm like, Dad, I can't, I'm throwing up every 2 seconds. He goes, I know, but okay, listen, I just need you to place at least third in 2 of them, and I need you to win the triple jump.
This is so...
I'm like, this guy. And so like, I'm running down the runway because he had figured out that if we do that, because I think I would have won a couple of them and maybe got second at a couple of them, but he figured out if I just got third, like he's doing the team part, he's helping all the individuals, but he's doing the team part in his mind.
Yeah.
And so I remember running.
I just need you to do this.
I just need you to do this. I would run down the runway. I would do whatever jump I did. I did high jump, triple jump, long jump, and high hurdles. Yeah. Right. I would run down the runway, and I'm just speaking of long jump and triple jump. I'd land in the pit. I'd throw up.
Oh my!
And then I'd come back. And
in the pit?
I get out of the pit. I get out of the pit. I mean, it wasn't land. Boom. It was land. Boom. Walk.
Like the moment your feet hit, you go.
It was a nightmare day. But like he had figured. But he knew.
Did you get it done?
I think we won. I mean, shoot, we won
for the. Yeah, they won.
But like he was figuring out how we could win as a team and so what my point is like it is always about like with my family it was always about team. Even
in individual things you find a way to correlate it back to the collective group. All right. Yeah. God, that's so similar. I got a combine story. I don't know if we have time to share, but same thing.
We got time.
I had appendicitis.
Fuck you, Bob.
I had appendicitis at the combine. I've never run track. But the combine is essentially a track meet, right? Like you have some drills
in
there.
You had appendicitis at the
I thought I had the stomach bug. I literally was throwing up. I would go in I don't even know if they still do this, but the informal interviews, because I wasn't good enough to have a lot of formal ones. So that was my time to like talk to these guys. And I would go from meetings to the bathroom, throw up, or out the other end. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I think I got like stomach flu. And then randomly on the day I was going to run, I felt a little bit better. Went out there, and that was the same thing. Like the 20-yard shuttle, like I have a really good time, and people are like, man, you're insanely athletic. I'm like, that's like that drill is all about. I'm going to do it precisely with the technique and the steps necessary. And if I do that, I'm going to run a faster time than if I actually try to run as fast as I can. So I'm doing all that, and then A week, and a little bit less than a week later, I find out I get sick again. Go to the emergency room, like, hey, you got appendicitis. You got to get your appendix taken out. So that was my combine story.
Do you think any of your times weren't as good as what you thought they should be with that?
Well, no, I don't think that the sickness affected. And if anything, I was 280.
So you were back.
I was like 295, all working out. And then I weighed down, like, man, I'm like, this might make me run faster. I'm pretty light right now.
Can you imagine if that right there, the appendicitis right there, affected your draft status either way?
Well, I think it did.
Up or down?
It went down bad.
It went down. Okay.
Because I was 280. Well, I wanted to weigh 295. I think I'm the lightest or second lightest like center ever to weigh in at like in the modern era. Like, it's not good.
Well, imagine that. Like, imagine you would have went 10 picks before.
Yeah.
Without
everything
the appendicitis, you might not have ever been an Eagle.
I know.
That's insane.
I might have went to a team that didn't value athletic centers and got pushed down on the depth chart.
Who knows?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That's insane. You'd have found a way.
I think so.
You'd have found a way.
I mean, I don't know. I've been blessed to be with Howard Mudd and Jeff Stoutland for a long part of my career too, and unbelievable head coaches. So
awesome. Two of the best offensive line coaches.
That's right. You were with Howard.
I was with Howard.
Forgot. Yeah.
I was with Howard. He was awesome, man.
Yeah.
And he loved fundamentals, didn't he?
Yeah.
He loved it. He was awesome in the sense of like, it didn't matter what conversation was happening in these, because he was in the off season. Rewind it. He was looking at the snap or the step or the boom. He was obsessed with fundamentals, just like Stout.
Yeah. I mean, he would, before every game, he would have every player on the offensive line do a detailed report on the guy that they were going up against and like what your plan of attack was to play well. And every week, if somebody didn't say, it doesn't matter who we're playing, it all comes down to the detail and like how we do our job and like where we take our feet, he was pissed. Somebody had to say that. You could say, hey, this end has this move this great, this guy. So we had to, as players before that meeting, be like, okay, hey, you're doing the generic like detail. It always comes down to what we're doing. So
that's funny.
Howard was awesome. Speaking of detail, quarterback sneak. We got to talk about it. The NFL is about to ban it potentially. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
Our version of it, at least. Everybody just says, they're just pushing it.
Yeah.
There's no coaching involved. There's no detail to it. It's just rugby. First of all, is that disrespectful to rugby players? Like, what does a rugby player think? Like, what? Rugby's not entertaining enough to make it into the NFL? Like, the NFL takes plays from basketball, from.
How's Mulata feel about it?
Is there more to quarterback sneak than what?
You're setting me up because you know there is. Yeah. But you know what? We just went through, like, I just did this. I took all our quarterback sneaks, whether it was TV copy or whether it was this, and I had all the coaching points of, hey, Stout, give me your main coaching points. You know why? I did this in the season, actually, because I was going to use it for talking about a fundamentals talk and really get into, like, guys, you want to know what goes into this play? And I was going to give the detail of every old lineman and give the detail of the, like, it is without getting into secrets, right? I mean, but like, it's the detail of every person.
It's more about details than a lot of other plays because it's so like condensed.
Yeah.
Like there's no room. Yeah. Right. There's no, if one person messes that thing up,
there's no question.
It's rough.
Like, think about, we missed one time because the guy came off the edge because the receiver on the edge didn't step down. Remember that? And like the guy made the play. The receiver didn't step down on the edge, and you guys up in the middle got all this push.
Eventually, we did. It took a second, but we eventually got it. Yep.
But that guy slowed it down, right? And so it's the detail of every guy. It's the detail of Jalen and how he pushes.
Absolutely.
And I know he squats 600 pounds, and we see that all the time. But like, it's the detail too. It's the because you're here because you're at the highest athleticism of you guys, and then it's the detail that makes the play go, and it's every position. It's every position. But where I think it's cool is like, it's not the only thing we did off of it.
No,
we created some explosive plays off of it as well, and that's what football is, right?
Yeah.
This team's trying to stop this play, but no, they got something else.
We have something else as well, yeah.
And we'll have more next year off of it.
And they can push too. It's not like we're the only ones pushing. The linebackers are pushing on their side. So
and that was your point. How is it fair that they're able to push on a quarterback sneak and we can't?
Exactly.
How is that fair?
Yeah.
Right. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think there's some awesomeness to it. It's awesome. Like you guys are on display. It's always about you, Isaac, and Landon. It's everybody and Jalen, but it starts right there.
Yeah,
it starts right there. And every time someone's like, "Hey, how are you so good at this play?" I'm like, "Well, Jason Kelsey, Isaac," and I don't say Isaac's last name right. So every time I go, they're like, "What do you think about the O-line?" And I go, "Or what do you think about your run game?" I go, "Let me tell you why the run game's working. Jason Kelsey, Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson, and Isaac." And I don't want to mess up his name. So like every time I say it like that, but it's Isaac, it's you, it's Landon, it's Jalen. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
right.
It starts right there.
It starts right there.
You released yesterday that we had another version of that in that had Fletcher Cox theme.
Yeah, I spilled some beans.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's like. Why did we never run the version with Fletch?
You know why?
Why?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
because we did this with Slay last year. We had a play. Why do you put a defensive guy in? Well, same reason the Kansas City does something where they circle around.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. And we're trying to make it. Right. And so we had Slay in one last year, right? And he had one. He did a couple different things. He had him in twice. But, they're going over adjustments, this and that. And sometimes it's hard to predict like when you're going to do it. Yeah. And so I remember it was a frantic moment for us. Like, Slay. Yeah, they came running in. And it was like,
they're not ready to go in.
They're not ready to go in. They're not standing there with all the other wideouts that aren't in. And so we got really frantic about it. I'm like, and it worked. Yeah. Right. He didn't do anything. He just did some weird motion and ran back out. But people were looking at him, and then you guys.
It could have gone bad. It could have been like a delay of game or something.
It could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was always on our mind. And so for whatever reason in the regular season, we're like, yes, let's go. Let's get Fletcher in there, this and that. And then in the playoffs, we're like, I don't know. Do we want to do that?
It's one of those things where you got to be up some scores to we're pretty comfortable. We're going to do something fun.
We're going to do something fun.
I still remember when we repped it for the first time. He pushed Jalen before he even had the ball. Like he was so fired up to do it.
That's another reason why.
So, hey, we got to wait till he has the ball and the snap secured. And then it was so much force. Yeah. Like Fletch is one of two guys in the NFL where I've noticed their grip strength. Yeah. Like especially in his prime, when he would grab you, it was like, oh man, this is an emasculating feeling. Like this guy has complete control over me right now. There's like two guys I can think of. Him and for some reason Clay Matthews had the same grip strength. Interesting. Where they would just grab you. You're like, man, this guy's got some strong hands.
And you had to go against him quite often.
Yeah, especially when he was young in his career. They would have him play a little bit more nose, head up. Back when Billy Davis was the defensive coordinator, like a straight 3-4, and I was like, okay, we got to rev up for this play.
Now Fletch definitely asked me multiple times, "Hey, we got the quarterback sneaking with Fletch," and sometimes
because they're fired up to do it.
They're fired up to do it. I think on the Super Bowl, I just lied to him. I'm like, "Yeah, it's in. It's in. It's in. We're good."
Oh yeah, be ready, big guy.
Be ready.
I think that's it, Coach. Unless
perfect.
Do you have anything for me?
Shoot. Yeah.
Don't make something up.
No, I do.
If you want to ask me a question.
I do. So then I can't. Let me see exactly. We sent Jason the kegs last year. Did we go 2 or 1?
1 last year.
We just did 1.
Yeah.
And and that was a cool way to say you're coming.
1 keg is a lot.
It's a lot, so we shouldn't send 2.
Was that what you're about to do?
Well, no, Lower Merion is delivered. This is from Tyler, because I said Tyler.
Lower Merion Beverage.
Lower Merion Beverage.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like a free keg out of this as well. Is delivering Kelsey a keg of Natty Light next Monday. His request.
My first beer I ever had was Natty Light, so it's one of my go-tos still to this
That was
day.
a good college beer.
It was.
That was a great.
It was super cheap. You get 30 of them for I think at the time it was like $12 or something like that.
Right. Did you in Ohio? You go through the drive-through to get the beer. Did they have those?
No.
They didn't have those?
No.
Those were the best. Did you never have one of those? You've never done that?
We did the drive-through.
So you had the drive-through. You went in and there's just beer and cigarettes and cigars, and that's all you could really get there. I think you get some chips and stuff like that too. And
was this in Alliance?
This was in Alliance.
Mount Union?
This was in Alliance. Right. But anyway, expect the keg of beer.
Perfect.
Natty Light. I'm gonna see if
you might need to come over and help me drink.
I'll definitely come over and drink it for sure.
I guess I have one more question that I've kind of genuinely always wanted to ask you. As I think about what's next, right? I've always thought coaching, right? And whether it's I think I know now whether it's at the high school or whether I try and do something in the NFL, I want to still stay in the game. I don't know if I'll ever be able to leave entirely. Do you have, first of all, advice or what are the pros and cons of coaching in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I think the pros is exactly what you said. You're around it. You can't you'll be able to do this until you're 45 like Brady, but like you say to yourself, I can't do this anymore. Or in my case, I wasn't good enough to do this at this level, but I can help other people.
Well, you're missing a calf.
I did play after that.
Did you?
I did. But I'm missing half a calf. But like, I think that's the thing. Like, you can help. You're a servant, right? You help serve guys to help them accomplish everything you ever wanted to accomplish. Like, that's special.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's right. We talk about this all the time. Like, it's the relationships that you're always you're still part of a team.
Yeah.
Right. You're still part of a goal to win and to get better every day. So you have these relationships with these guys. Like, that's the huge pro of it. Right.
Sure.
And like, those are the two things that come to my mind right away. Right. And you're obsessed with it. Right. You're obsessed with, like, I don't have any other hobbies. Yeah. Like, I don't like to play golf. I don't do any of that. One of my favorite things to do is like go home, spend time with the kids, like in the off season. Yeah. Go home, spend time with the kids, right? Whether I'm doing we're usually playing some sort of sport or whatever, eat dinner, spend time with my wife on the couch. And then, once we've talked and we're going to put on the show, boom, laptop on, and now I'm watching something. I'm watching something on football.
On this screen.
Here's Desperate Housewives.
And then every once in a while the phone comes up and you got 3 screens going.
Desperate Housewives, I don't even think that's a show. There's the Kardashians is up here, right? Kardashians up here.
Brett's a big Kardashians?
She watches the Kardashians. Okay, all right. Yeah, she's a reality TV show. She likes reality TV. I'd be like, what the hell is this? She's like, I don't know. It's just so she'll watch that, and I'll watch. I'm watching it too, but like, and then I'm watching whatever quarterback sneak fundamentals, whatever it is. Like, that's what I like to do. So, but anyway, you get to continue to do what you like to do. The cons, right, is the time. It's always about the time away from the family, but it doesn't have to be. As long as when you're home, you're home. Yeah, like
you're present.
Well, you watch it. You had already been home, and now you're watching the Kardashians, and now you're watching this. That's okay.
That's part of bonding.
That's part of bonding. And so, what Brett?
Can you believe that Kim is doing? Yeah.
What Brett used to do for me when we were dating, and she would be like, she would take the notebook. Yeah. And I would watch the game after the game. This is and I'd say, all right, number. I was coaching receivers at the time. Bo 82 minus. Tell him that I want him, and she was writing the notes down, and then that went away once we got married. She didn't want to do that anymore. But it is
bait and switch. I'll write it down. I'm done writing it down.
I ask her pretty much. I say it once a month. I'm like, will you scribe for me? And she's like, no, not even a little bit. And so, but it's time away is the hard thing. But I know how much my kids. I know how much that was when they stood on that podium and at the NFC Championship game, and we hugged and this and that. Like, and I know how I felt. Like having a dad like that was a high school coach that I was always having access. Hey guys, do you want to go to the high school gym to run around and play? And then be like,
I know a guy that has the keys.
I know a guy that has the keys. I actually did that for my son's baseball team last year. Yeah. Something like, I don't know if it got rain or what. Something went down. We went to the indoor and we were throwing grounders and this and that. So there's negatives of not being there, but that's just about your choice too, of like, hey, when I'm there, I'm there. And then look at all these perks that you're going to grow up with having. Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Shoot, thanks for having me, bro.
No, thanks for coming on. Yeah. And if Brett's a reality TV fan, make sure you guys avoid Catching Kelsey with my brother. It's a tremendous.
Oh shit, I forgot that. Don't watch it. We're watching it. Is it on Netflix?
It's on something. I'm sure it's in the digital verse somewhere. All right. Appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That was fun.
Yep. There it is. Nick Sirianni. What'd you think, Trev?
I see you, Coach. I mean, I was pumped. I wasn't expecting the guns to be out. Were the guns out the entire day? Did you ever put those freaking things away?
They were only out for the Nick Sirianni episode. We were in Indianapolis. Thought it would be a good idea to do one interview in honor of the Pat McAfee show. We're in Indy. We're in his home ground. Thought I'd get the guns out there. And then also, that's a dog culture shirt.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni preaches dog mentality all the time. So
dog.
Sun's out or no sun in Indy in the winter, guns out.
You already know, man. Were you nervous Were you a little nervous?
It was weird.
Interview him?
I'm not gonna lie.
You seemed like you were smooth though. You didn't seem like you were too nervous.
Well, yeah, Nick and I obviously have a great relationship. It is obviously an interesting dynamic, and it was the same thing with Howie. Like whenever you're interviewing somebody that's your head coach or your GM, but I got a great relationship with those guys, and Nick is such a charismatic, just genuine human being. It's easy to have a conversation with him.
You know it. Well, that thing was powered by our friends at Accelerated Drink. As I kind of
what
I've drank
good timing
that.
There.
Yeah, it's already over. No, but seriously, he went over the flower speech.
Dude, that was an iconic one that he got crushed for early in his career. That is really, if you look at the stats, it's paid off to be a good speech.
Since he said that, you guys have been rolling. What is the weirdest coaching metaphor that you've ever heard?
Man.
I got a few good ones.
I've already actually mentioned this on the podcast, and it's so weird that now I use it. But whenever Stout is talking about a tough run play, he says, hey, it's like pounding salt up a fat lady's ass. And I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. I just know it's not a play we want to run. It's going to be hard.
My guy Eric Bieniemy always says, you got to give ourselves a chance to have a chance. And that one always just kind of goes right over my head because I was like, well, doesn't that just mean like give ourselves a chance? Like, aren't you implying everything that could possibly happen after you to have a chance? Like, give yourself a chance just doesn't
that
like
means
having a
you gotta
chance
be
after
like
that.
In position to have a chance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like another way of saying that. You got to give yourself a chance, meaning you got to get in position to have a chance.
Yeah. But couldn't you
When
just
does
like
he use
throw
it?
that
Is
under?
this like a 2-minute phrase?
Oh, this is like an everyday thing. Yeah. This is like an everyday.
Every day.
Yeah, this is like an everyday. Because,
You're
fellas, we have to
you're
be able
going
to give ourselves a chance to have a chance.
Like you're kind of
It's
walking
ingrained
over to the
in
cafeteria.
me. It's ingrained in me. This is how much it's said. It's ingrained in me. It's ingrained in me to give myself a chance so I have a chance. Like, that's how much I've heard it.
So this would come up like you're talking to EB right at like offensive meeting ends. You're done for the day. You're going to dinner, and you know that if you don't get there quick enough, those chocolate chip cookies are going to be out. And you're
Gone.
like, man, EB, I gotta. It's nice talking.
I didn't give myself a chance.
I got to go get these. I got to give myself a chance to have a chance.
And in order to do that, I got to go. Nick is stealing our "just turn it off and turn it back on" motto for the future of the team speeches. I tell you what, it's a good one to have. Turn it off, turn it on, restart that thing, reboot.
Turn it on. I'm glad you just reminded me of that because watching this, Nick literally asked me yesterday, we were talking about this and he wrote it down from the combine. He writes down ideas for team speeches and we were just talking about this and I had forgotten it. And I just remembered it watching this interview again. Turn it off, turn it on for the team speech.
Works every single time. Works every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having problems, just reboot.
Oldest trick in the book.
Dude, so, it was an unbelievable interview, but let's be real. Did he get you the beer that he promised you? He said if you're coming back,
That's right.
Did he get you the beer?
Yeah, he did. I got the keg sitting outside right now, and luckily it's cold enough that it ain't getting warm. It's untapped. I'm waiting to tap it. Probably will tap it this weekend on St. Patty's Day. That's right. Yes, it's a keg of Natty Light.
Natty Light.
I know. Well, listen, I know there's a lot of beer snobs out there that are like, Natty Light. And listen, I love a good beer. I love a good, IPA, hazy beer. IPA. I like beer in general. Doesn't matter what it is. But if you're going to give me a keg of something that I'm going to have to drink a lot of, I'm going to go with a Natty Light. First beer I ever had.
I kind of made that mistake. There's a heavy beer out in Kansas City called Tank 7 by Boulevard. And Boulevard Beer Company, and I tried to go through that in a keg. That is the hardest because it's a heavy beer. It's a lot of spices. That's a lot of beer to be, and you don't, you need something like a Natty Light, like a Bud Light, something that's just smooth and crisp. Just
the hair above water, and it's going to be delicious. I can't wait. I'm going to make a fire outside. I'm going to invite a bunch of guys over. I got like 50 pounds of one of these cows out there in the freezer. We're going to make a bunch of burgers and drink some Natty Light. First beer I ever had. Actually, the first beer I ever had was Milwaukee's Best, technically. And then I was like, what is this? I don't like the taste of this at all.
Yeah, that's one step above piss.
I was 15 years old or 14 or whatever it was. And then I went and had a Natty Light. So,
kids, drink responsibly.
One last thing from the Nick Sirianni episode. He did mention that he wanted a black on black. This is his favorite hat, my foundation. Underdog Apparel.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's sweet, man. Dang, well, now I got to give me one of those. This is the new hat that he requested. And we had them made just because of that episode. So, okay, Coach Sirianni being a trendsetter.
I got to get better at putting on hats. So, we got you the black on black, Coach.
You, as requested. Hope you guys enjoyed that Nick Sirianni interview. I know I'm sure going to try and get my coach on here one day. Coach, if you're listening. How
about, dude? So I ran into Andy out in Indy at the combine. Great mood. I don't know why he's in a great mood. Actually, I think I know why he's in a great mood.
Probably because he has like 11 picks in the draft.
Yeah, well, Andy just won a Super Bowl. Yeah, he forgot about that. And then, I think I'm going to text him. I'm just going to take care of this.
All right. Well, we
got
to
have the Andy Reid in.
You got it. I won't bother you, Coach. I'll let Jason hit you about it.
Come on, you got to do it. It's got to come from you. Now you're making.
All right, I'll ask him. All right. I've asked him a million times on the show, so I might have to if I see him, I'm a FaceTime him.
There you go. That's a good way to do it.
See how he's doing.
You a big FaceTime guy?
Yeah, big FaceTime guy.
I hate FaceTime. Well, that about wraps up this episode of New Heights. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel so you know when new episodes are coming out. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to check out that merch over at homage.com/New Heights.
You heard the man. Once again, New Heights is presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment and brought to you by our friends at Fireball.
Hey.
Shoot 'em back, baby. Follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. And thanks to our production and crew. We always, are very fortunate that we have stuff to talk about on this show. And we just appreciate you guys so much for providing us with this content, man, and making us look good when we know we're just a bunch of dummies up here. And thank you to all the 92%ers, baby.
Hey!
Woo! Always appreciate you guys tuning in. And please let us know what you guys think of this episode and obviously the Nick Sirianni interview. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Until the next time, peace!